Did you know that Jesus was constantly changing things? Do you know that? If you read the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, we see that Jesus came to change the world. And so, with that, are we going to change with it? Are we going to change with him and allow him to produce the new wine within our hearts? So, what am I talking about, new wine? Jesus talked about new wine in Luke 5. I'm going to go to verse 36. It says, he also told them a parable. No one tears a piece from a new garment and puts it on an old garment. If he does, he will tear the new, and the piece from the new will not match the old. And no one puts new wine into old wineskins. If he does, the new wine will burst the skins, and it will be spilled, and the skins will also be destroyed. But new wine must be put into fresh wineskins. Now hold on to that word right there, fresh wineskins. And no one after drinking old wine desires new wine, for he says, the old is good. So when we consider what Jesus is talking about, this is a parable that he was using, and it was kind of like Jesus was bringing a left hook into the jaws of the religious guys, that he's kind of confronting them through a story, through an illustration, through a metaphor. And the old wineskins that these religious guys were living within was inhibiting them from seeing who Jesus was and what Jesus wanted to do. And we see this in Luke 5, verse 30. So this is right before Jesus said this parable. It says, and the Pharisees and the scribes grumbled at his disciples, saying, why do you eat and drink with tax collectors and sinners? And Jesus answered them, those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick. I have not come to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance. Now here is, I think, such a great illustration of the resistance that people can have within a Christian church, is we think it's for us. And so we want to have the same music. We want to have everything predictable and comfortable so that we can come and worship God in peace. Right? And so if we would change the style of music, if I would change my hairstyle, everyone's going to become sideways because it's not the way it used to be. You see? So that's what these guys were saying is, you are letting sinners into our church. How dare you, Jesus? You're hanging out with tax collectors and sinners, because that's what Jesus was just doing here, was having a party with tax collectors and sinners. And so those old wineskins that we put on is we resist the gospel because the gospel can bring in elements that we're not comfortable with.